Hi, my name is Elliot Fishbein, and welcome to this month's installment of PT to Pilates. Our topic this month is going to be elbow, wrist, and hand. One of the more common things you'll see with wrist issues is that people often are not able to kind of bring their wrist back far enough, meaning towards what we'd call extension, meaning bending backwards like this. And this can lead to multiple issues, including certain issues where you have pain in your wrist and hand. But also, one of the things you'll run into is that if you can't extend your wrist, it often creates issues in the tendons that kind of extend those muscles, which can cause things like tennis elbow or epicondylitis, but also you have to compensate. So if your wrist doesn't come out, then you have to put a lot more stress through your shoulder and through your elbow. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you an exercise this week that will allow you to help increase that mobility going towards extension so you can help whatever problem it is you may be having. So for this exercise, you're gonna need a yoga strap. So in this case, we're gonna be looking at this right wrist. So you're gonna start in hands and knees. And what we wanna do is we wanna create the ability to open up some space here. So as you shift your weight forward, it makes almost kind of an L shape or a 90-degree angle or a little bit further. And oftentimes people will not have that much motion. So we wanna create some space to allow you to further back bend or extend your wrist. So what you do is you take the yoga strap, you place it around the wrist, and you get it tight enough that you can step your back leg into it and then push back on it with your thigh. And what that is going to do is that is going to then give a pressure pulling back on your forearm, which creates space between your wrist and hand and the forearm and allows you further to backward bend towards extension. So what Nolan is going to do is he's going to push back into that strap with his thigh, and now he's going to shift his weight forward just so he puts tension where his forearm starts having a lot of tension pushing on the strap. Then he comes back just a little bit, not all the way, and then he just oscillates back and forth. And the more you do this, if you have a tight wrist, you will slowly start to feel like it's increasing the motion, and the amount you can shift your weight over your hand becomes more and more. Now, if you're feeling pain when you're doing this, that means you're going too far. It should not be painful. So you're looking only to go to the point where it feels really tight, where the strap is pulling on your wrist, but it's not painful in your wrist and hand. Thank you for joining us for this month's installment of PT to Pilates. We'll see you next month.